It was difficult. I had mixed emotions, partly because I only played a minute, and partly because that was the end. And it also just so happened to be against my former teammates, a lot of them, of whom were very respectful for me today, and each of them had very kind words, all the way from the coaching staff down to every player. And that way it was tough. I don't know how you prepare for a day like this, and I've been through it now, and I move on. But it was a touching day. I'll remember it forever.
I'm happy today that we were able to at least recognize him at the end there, and it has to be a thrill to step on the field at the end and be given the captain's armband from David Beckham. So I'm happy we were able to accomplish that.
I think it was a given, really. Someone like that's had a great career. Coming on for his last game. His last game in his whole career, and like I said, he's become a good friend of mine, and every one of the players respects him. So I think it was only right that he had it, and if he'd have started the game, he'd have had it then. So we wish him all good luck. Like I said, he's had a great career, and we all wish him and his family good luck for the future.
David's decision to give me the armband was something just spur of the moment. I think it's what he did it. I don't think there was any premeditation or anything on that level. So it was just I think a very respectful move by him. We've gotten to be fairly close this year, and I think it was a great move. I was touched by it, and that was one of the highlights of my day, actually.
I want to say thanks to Greg Vanney for just being an awesome pro and having a great career. He's been fantastic. I used to watch him as a kid, and hard worker, great pro, good soccer player, and he's going to be missed.
Greg was in this league before I was, and Greg was a part of the LA Galaxy when they were having so much success early on in Major League Soccer, and he was every bit a part of what they were doing here when it was very, very good with him and Kobe and Cienfuegos and Carlos Ruiz when he was firing on all cylinders, and Greg was just terrific in those early years, and I wasn't a part of that league at that time, but he was definitely a player that I looked up to and respected and admired from afar.
Bobby and I became very good friends when I was in Dallas, and so it was a great moment for both of us. I think we had talked last week and during this week, and kind of prepared for that last minute, last kind of walk off the field there. So,
when he came to Dallas, I was very excited. Greg and I see the game in very similar styles, very similar philosophies, and so him and I got on very well when he was in Dallas, and we always enjoyed talking about the game. And oddly enough, I spent an off-season training at Bastia the year before Greg Vanney signed with them, and so we always had that in common as well, just kind of an outside connection. But it was him and I have remained friends and are close friends, and it's kind of funny. We certainly look. I told Tim Weiland before the game, I said we all make an impact on this game going forward, and we certainly all play our small parts, and I was a part of that.
He's a good friend and a great guy, and so it was a pleasure. And with that also was the Wall of Legends things this morning, and I got to see a lot of ex-teammates of mine, and Dan Couchman and Mauricio Cienfuegos and guys like that, and those are the days that I really remember of the Galaxy and the Galaxy organization, and that was, to me, what it's all about. And so for me, it was extra special because those guys were around.
I remember the days when I was coaching the national team and he was playing for Bastia in the French league, and Bastia is located in Corsica. And to travel to friendlies or qualifying games, he needed to take a plane from Corsica to Nice to Paris, somewhere in the United States, and then another flight. And he would do 12 to 14 hours, and he was a really committed and dedicated professional.
I feel like even when I left, many years ago to head to France, that this was the club of my dreams, and this is where my heart was, even all those years that I've been gone. So it seemed like every year that I was away, I was trying to find some way to get back, and it happened at the beginning of this year. And so I'm proud that I'm retiring a Galaxy player. I'm disappointed in the way our season went, obviously, and I'm disappointed both on a personal level and just on the team level that I didn't do more to help the team, go farther this year. But having said that, I've always been a a harsh critic of myself, and but I've had a wonderful run, and I've seen and done many great things in my career, and so I'm very at peace and happy to move on and to whatever happens next in life for me. So.